Today, we're going to be doing what deku was in the quiet place. But first, let's hit the intro.
If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly.
Okay, this is the recap. Nezuko's 11 years old. His mom died in a car accident. Alright, we got that down. Anyway, so Zuko is 16 years old right now, and let's say he's let's say he's at the store right now. He's minding his own business, grabbing like a couple of apples and peaches. He says hello to Frank because Frank is his homie, and goes on his way. But let's say when he was going back to his house, he hears like a whistling noise, like a very loud whistling noise, and then he's like, "What the heck is that? It hurts my ears." He looks up and he sees a big butt meteor, size of like a very small city, comes into the atmosphere. He said, "What the heck is that?" And then the meteor crash landed into the um state that he lives in. So he gets blows back a little bit because where the crash landed, it was very it was like it was close to him and stuff like that. So he felt the energy came off of it, and so when Izuki got back up after falling down from the impact, he says, "What the heck is that?" He sees people running away because it's an asteroid hitting the ground, and police saying, "Go this way, get away from the impact zone, so you don't get hurt by the fire and stuff like that." And then the police was whistling his whistle, attracting people to come this way, and then something came out of nowhere, slashes him in half, and then everybody went silent. All they see is this. So when everybody sees the monster, they they didn't say nothing. They just stand there. But a bold person, their name by Karen, stand up was saying, "Well, excuse me, monster. I'd like to move out of my way. I do my shopping for the day, and if you don't, I will call the police. And I'm recording you right now." But she didn't even get the whole sentence out. As soon as she said, "I'm recording you right now," her head was she was decapitated. And everybody saw this. They all screamed and left. They all tried to left out there, but the monster started tracking all of them down and killing them one by one because they were making noise. Izuku figured out the monster kills people. Found and killed them because they're making noise, and his ears are probably sensitive because because before, let's say, the actual impact, and it was like a couple hours, like 1 hour, scientists got there, detected it was from a different planet. So Zuko heard about that. He said it's probably because the planet had like no sound and it's sensitive to sound. So he tried telling everybody, "Yo, stay quiet, like shut up," and he will not hear you. And no, I said the monster will not attack you. Everybody said, "Nah, but you're tripping," and still running. And by the time Izuku quietly tiptoed out there, all of them was dead. So he in an let's say, abandoned house, and waited out the night and fell asleep. The next day he woke up. Next day he woke up. He found a radio on like a sidewalk. He took it. Before turning it on, he went to there's like a place, fudge. There's like a abandoned house that had a bunker. So he went in there and found the bunker. in the window since you can't hear nothing and if you're outside the bunker, somebody's talking inside the bunker, so he knows he'll be safe. So he just turns on the radio and hears pretty much the world services or something like that saying this is probably invasion of alien and stuff like that. The whole world has been invaded by 12 billion of these monsters, and we have no idea. We have no idea why they came to Earth or how to defeat them. But all we know, they're attracted to sound, so do not talk at all when you're outside. Only talk when you're inside, or no, not only talk when you're in something that nobody can hear you from outside. And while these guys, while the news reporter was saying this, the monster broke into the news area and killed all of them. You only see the monster. I mean, the camera's still on, so you just see the monster after killing everybody, walks away, and then and not walks away. God dang it! People that are watching on TV, you see them watch away, but Deku, he just hears the monster kill everybody, pretty much. So, so see, so the radio stops working. I mean, just turns off. That channel turns off, and you know, it plays the sound while nothing's on the radio, something like that. So, Zuka said, dang, the whole world has been infested by these monsters, 12 billion of them. That's even more than us. Looks like I'm gonna have to be quiet for the rest of my life. But, hey, at least I found this house with a bunker in it, so I can use this as protection from them. And, it would be a small idea, but, little did he know, something terrible happened in the bunker. But, anyway, Suzuka said, I have no food or water, so let me go out to get some supplies. He goes out, and let's say there's like, I don't know, a shop right down the street. So he goes over there to see what's, available. He sees most of it's been, taken already, but there's some good stuff there too. It's like beans in cans and stuff like that. So he takes them because they don't really make that much noise. And he takes all the fish that you can find in that small center area. Leaves all the chips, all the plastic that makes a lot of noise, so he doesn't trap nothing to him. But then when he's walking out with a full book bag, he sees let's say he sees a dog that has like a thing on its mouth so he can't bark. But he said, huh, it's a cute dog. But he sees a thing that that makes the dog can bark and bite. I think it's like a muscle or something like that. I don't know. That's a muscle. Anyway, he's like, good thing he has that on him. But then he sees, and then when he looks back at the dog, it falls off. He say, Nani? I'm joking. But he says, what? Then seeing the dog say, well, I can bark now? I bet. So he starts barking. As you can say, quack. So he starts blitzing back to the bunker, and all you hear behind him is a dog just like whimpering, and then boom, a quack, and that's it. So when Zuko's running, the monster looked at him and starts running after him because he said, I'm not letting you go either. So he's running after him. He's climbing on buildings, freaking Tarzan style, and Zuko's like quack, 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 quack. So he keeps running. The monster's like 5 inches behind him, about to jump on him in his life, freaking kung fu style. And then Deku broke the monster ankles. Freaking did a whole U80 slit and into an alleyway. And then the monster just went into a hole. Just fell like he was running after him. He could have slowed down enough at the time, so he fell. I said fell. Fudge. How does it say that? he just raced straight into ran straight into a freaking shop. So as you can say that that was close. Good thing he didn't catch me. And as soon as he's about to take another breath, he hears the monster. He hears creaking, and he covers his mouth, and the only thing he hears is this. So he heard that, and he turned around very proudly and sees the monster. He said, "Fudge." He slowly tried to walk out the alleyway, but another monster appeared right in front of him, jumping down from the building because the monster hold like a cracking because Zuko actually stepped on a little bottle, so a bottle in the book. So the monster's walking. It's like right in front of Zuko. It's face to face. He's slopping all over Zuko on accident. So and then after he hears nothing, he walks away. The other monster behind Zuko still searching, but he found nothing little, so he walked away. Both Izuku was like in his mind saying, "Wow, dang, almost got killed right there. Had to be more careful next time." So Izuku uncovered his mouth, started to walk out the alleyway. He looked down the street and sees the other half of the body of the dog, the poor dog. But it wouldn't survive anyway. I had to go back to the bunker. So he's walking down. He got back to the bunker and got in it. He said, "I got enough food and water to wait me about, let's say, 2 months. Yeah, 2 months." So Zuko said, "Well, I was used to wisely, and yeah." So let's say 1 month for bad. She's just chilling. He can talk, but he can't make loud noises like freaking shoot off a gun. Because they would hear that. So like I said, he's chilling in his bunker, pretty much just like drinking water and listening to music. Because let's say something like 5 music that you can use it to. I don't know which kind. You guys should think about which music you listen to. I don't care. But I listen to some music. And then on the radio, he hears an announcement saying, people that are still alive and manage to, live without making too much noise. We are setting up a safe island on the coast of this state, and we're gonna be um, getting people on boats and bringing them to there. But it only gonna last 2 days, so hurry up and go to this location and meet us up there, and hopefully you don't die. And the broadcast ended. Zuko said, "Safe Island, huh? That sounds interesting. Maybe Bakugo's gonna be there. I haven't seen him in a long time." And you think like, let me explain what happened to the Hero Society. They failed. That's pretty much all I need to say. They failed. If I wonder how did they fail? Well, half of them died. The top 10 is still alive. I might try to fight them off. He can push them back and stuff, but it did nothing. And Neville, honestly, did nothing. Pretty much every hero did nothing. Guns did nothing. Let me face this. Somebody did bring up a freaking armor piercing rocket. That it killed one, but it killed one when the skin was off of his head. That's the thing. So still, pretty much army, they failed. Like in the movie and in here, they failed. I'm not gonna change that because you know why? They failed. But anyway, that's all. So I cooked that up. So Zuko said, I wonder if All Might or any heroes are gonna be there protecting us, getting on their boats. Well, I wouldn't know if I go. I would not know, but if I go check it out, I'll probably know. So Zuko and I don't know. So Zuko went on his last because he set me up there in like a week. So Zuko went on his last, explore mission, tracking out the best ways to get there faster and stuff like that. So he's going around and he's walking on the floors. He put like towels on the floor, put towels on the floor so he don't make that much noise. I would say sand, but I don't know. That sounds too. Alright, screw it. Yeah, he put sand on the floor. He sound like a random beach nearby. Pretty much took half of the sand and put it on the floor so he can walk softly. So he's tracking. He makes pretty much his own map of the best ways to go about making noise and stuff like that. While he's making his map, he sees about 10 people, searching for food, and say at least that there's some villains, and they're being quiet, so Zuko don't mind. So he's walking past them until one of them sees him and doesn't say nothing but sign language to other people. Isn't saying, hey, there's another person over there. Watch out, he may attack us. So they're all eye mugging him. Zuko, as Zuko in a sign language because they say before this happened, Zuko took sign language classes because like one of his friends, but fake friends, but he didn't know that is deaf. So he took sign language. So he says sign language back, saying, "I'm not deaf. I'm just marking my way to the safest places while making any sound." In sign language, he said, "Alright, well, go ahead then." So he said, "Okay." So he keeps going ahead marking. So he said that was weird, but he keeps going ahead. So when Izuku was pretty much done for the day, he was heading back. He sees some people. He thinks nothing about it and walks away until he sees they have a dog with them. He fudge. He pretty much says in his mind, why do they have a dog? Why do they have a dog? They look at him saying, they just silently saying, don't worry about why you have a dog. Don't worry, he's trained to not bark and stuff like that. We're good to go. And Izuku thought nothing about it. I mean, he thought something about it. In his head saying, they are definitely gonna die. So, he walks away. About 100 feet away from them, he hears running, and then, boom, he hears a mushy sound, and a dog bark that sound, and dog bark that, and he already know what happened to all those people. So, when Zuko got back home, he figures out, he figures out pretty much nothing. What am I talking about? But when Zuko got back home, he's like, well, that's enough tracking for today. That was interesting and stuff like that. So he was about to go to sleep until he hears creaking on he hears creaking upstairs. And he's like, what the heck is that? He's like, there's no way it could be a monster in my room right now. Like, there's no way. I'm not in my room, upstairs from me. There's no way. So he suddenly opens the bunker. I mean, he made like the door for the bunker. He made it safe so it doesn't make no sound. So open the bunker safely. And saw two monsters go into his house because they heard him because he got clumsy and tripped over something in his house and didn't do nothing about it. And it's been 5 minutes since he got into his house. So the monsters got there. They're looking around, checking if anybody's checking, not anybody, checking if anything making noise, and they're like, oh, nothing make noise. That's odd. I thought I heard something. They don't talk. Alright, I'm just making this up. They don't talk. I'm just saying, it's a human thing, stuff like that. But anyway, so they're acting like I thought I heard something. That's nothing. So they both was leaving. Zuko said, and he didn't mean to breathe that loud, and they heard him. So they rushed where they heard the sound. Zuko closed the bucket door as fast as he can, making a bunch of noise. So it was like 10 creatures in this area. No, hold on, let me face that. There was 10,000 creatures in this area. So he's like crap, crap, crap. So they're banging. So they're pretty much banging on the freaking what is it called, bunker door, and they'll honestly maybe break through it. Not gonna lie. You said either get out of here. This is a bad idea. Why did I slam it so hard? I'm so stupid. Uh, so stupid. Why did I do this? Pretty much like that. So Zuko grabs all his stuff, puts it in a duffel bag, and he has like a secret exit to make a quick exit because why wouldn't you when you in a pretty much apocalypse? It's like that's like if you don't have one, you're just stupid. But anyway, so he's pretty much like, I got all the stuff, how the guy feel, and then as soon as he opens this, it seems like it's like a opens way to get out of there. He sees five monsters. He sees five of the monsters broke down the thing, and because he was making noise down there, he was talking because it's a bunker. He could talk. He doesn't make no thing. So he's making noise, and he said, "Crap!" He slams the door so hard, and freaking he slams the door so hard, the monsters bust through the door and chasing after him. He's running from his life. He's freaking dipping, because I don't know what's wrong with him, but he's in a boat, my guy, right now. So he's blitzing down the hallway. It's a very long hallway because, he goes, because he needs some meal to be safe a long time. Well, I said a long time away from where the bunker is. So he's pretty much like, wow, this sucks. This really sucks. Crap. Anyway, this sucks. This really sucks. And when, let's say, Izuku was like half down the tunnel, he sees, the monsters came at him, pretty much. Not coming at him, but they wanted faster than him. They pretty much catch up to him. One monster slashed him in the knee. He falls down, making a bunch of noise. Then another monster decide to jump up him, slash down. Zuko turned his head so it will miss his head. Misses his head, make a big mark in the floor. Then he grabbed like a pistol and freaking I don't know, but forced it into his inside of his head. So and the rest of the monsters was about to attack him, but they all got stuck because it was a shallow doorway. They all got stuck. So he pops the monster in the head for a revolver. The monster dies. He's like, did I just kill the first monster ever? Wow, that's an accomplishment right there. That's never been done before. I'm just forcing to do this. His was thinking like, I'm gonna be a superhero, but it's like, oh yeah, I need to get out of here. So he says, alright, hold on, let me do this. He puts like a freaking trip mine on, and that trip mine on on the floor, and he runs away. So as soon as the monster's gone stuck, one of the monsters runs, step on it, and boom, explodes, and the hallway's breaking down into little pieces. So as soon as the hallway's breaking down, it keeps breaking down, It's up, it goes up, goes up, it goes up. So Zuko's running for his life. Behind him, he sees the hallways going down, down, and down. So he's like, crap, if I don't run fast enough, I'm not gonna make it. So 5 minutes goes by, he almost dead. That the thing's like right behind him, 5 inches away from him. He sees the door, so as soon as he sees the door, he busts through the door, and he looks and he slips outside the door, hitting a wall, and he's panting. Looks up and sees the cave that he made destroyed. All the hard work, all those days, gone. He's like, well, at least I'm still alive. And again, he hears the noise. So he stops panting. He looks, and he sees a monster walking towards him slowly. In his mind, he said, "I knew I shouldn't have gone out today." He gets up slowly, pulls out an empty can, and throws it at like a trash bin, like in the hallway, in that alleyway. So the monster starts attacking the trash bin. The trash bin falls open. It opens. And there was actually a person that was hiding from the same monster Zuko was hiding. Zuko found, and Zuko said, in his mind, saying, "That sucked, buddy. Sorry, buh." And the guy looked at him and said, "You." The guy looked at him and said, "You mother!" And the monster claws at him, ripping his guts out. He's screaming out in pain, and another monster jumps down from the roof, starts and steps on his head, and they stopped. By the time they're done with that guy, Izuku escaped the alleyway and started walking down the street. So Izuku found another abandoned house inside the setup camp there. So this time he can't talk or can't make noise. She's like, "I can't use nothing to cook these. I use the old-fashioned way." He puts a fire under a wooden board and puts some fish in on top of the fire. With the wooden board, fireplace. Hold on, let me rephrase this. This fireplace, in the floor, and then he puts the fish on top of the fireplace on the floor, and then close the top so that all the smoke. Let me rephrase that. There's fireplace in the floor, right? There's a fish in another in the same floor, but not on the fireplace. He puts the floor tile back in the place, so all the smoke, all the heat can cook the fish without making any noise. Alright, so anyway. So after 20 minutes, the fish is done. He takes it out. It looks hot and steamy, ready to eat. Takes out some lemon, squirts it. Like, this is gonna be so good. He munched down. He said, "Oh, this is so good." So he starts gobbling down. He's like, "Wow, wow, you're so good." Pretty much that. Some sussy stuff. But after he's eating, he said, "That was good, but I'm gonna sleep without making any noise." He said, "Got an idea." He ties like a cloth to his mouth and ties down himself to like a bed and sleeps. So he don't move and he don't snore. I mean, he will snore, but he learned how to control his snore like to a minimum, so it won't be as loud, so the creatures don't hear him. So when Izuku woke up, he's like, "Another day, another torture." He gets up and just say, it's like, it's the day where you go to the East Beach to, go to the island. So it's like, well, gotta pack all my stuff again and get out this abandoned house. Pack all his stuff. He ate his leftover fish. He still think it's good after being cold, but it doesn't matter. That fish is busting. But like I said, that fish is busting. But anyway, So he passed up the stuff and said, "Alright, let's go." So he starts walking. He sees two people walking, and another two people also walking. And then, like, three people walking towards his area too. Common sense. So all they see is this random kid being alone. It's like, and they sign language to him because when you have to be quiet, who does it? You need to know sign language. Like, let's say everybody knows sign language in this board because they teach in the middle schools. I don't know. I'm thinking, yeah, yeah. So this sign language, where was your parents, kid? Zuko sign language back. They died a couple years ago. You know, crap. They said sorry for the loss. Zuko sign language back, saying you don't need to be stuff like that. So they keep walking. They're walking into like a group because sit together. Don't make no noise. Common sense right there. But this dumb butt bought, let's say he bought like a toy. It's like a Santa Claus toy for Christmas, and he forgot to pull out the batteries. And Santa Claus started dancing and singing Christmas songs. So I looked back and saw the guy saying, "Oh crap." Everybody dashed. They went out and they just won away from this guy. He said, "Hey guys, I promise, it didn't make enough noise." And then the monster come out nowhere behind him. They slashes on him. His body cut into 5 pieces and he falls down. Then they destroy the Santa Claus toy. But let's say they're walking. Let's say, let me say they're all barefooted, so you to be more quiet. So they're walking. They're running, but they're running very slowly. I don't know how, but they all plot reasons. Plot reasons. Don't ask me how. So they're running slowly, and they got away. They got far enough to say, "All right, we're good to go. Then we don't need to run anymore." So they said, Izuku said in sign language, "Anybody know that guy?" And his wife said, "Yeah." His wife saying, that was my husband," and stuff like that. Duke said, "Oh dang, that sucks. That physically sucks, but hey, could have been worse." And Simon just said, how?" And she's crying, slowly but quietly. Duke said, "Well, could have been cheating on you." And Duke, and this to say, he was cheating on her. Not gonna lie. But we don't talk about that. So she's like, "That's not even worse." Zuko said, "Yeah, probably is." But let's keep on going with the story. Izuku was, let's say, they were like 5 minutes away from the place. They see people lining up, being freaking the quietest that they can be, because everybody knows, make one sound, everybody here is dead. So the army's there. Some like heroes are there, All Might and Level, and like the top 10 heroes are there, and some army people are there. So they said, "Alright, people, no," in sign language, and they have like a video. They said in sign language, "People ages younger than 20 come up first," and stuff like that. They say people younger than girls younger than the age of 20 come up first, and then the boys younger than the age of 20 come up first. So the girls line up, that would be Zuku. He goes up, lines up, and said, "Wow, well, I'm gonna be on here early, and I'm gonna be chilling." But, but he should have known nothing happens good in this world for crookless people like him. So Zuko goes up to there. He sounded, "My name is Zuko Midori." Oh yeah, he got rejected. if you don't know sign language, because if you just talk really quietly, they can hear you. So he says, "My name is Suzuki Midoriya. I'm 16 years old, and yeah." They said, "Do you have a quirk?" Izuku said, "No, I don't have a quirk." And the guy said, "Well, you gotta have a quirk to get on this island. So sorry, kid. Get out the line." Izuku said, "Come on, just do me a little favor. I will pay you back. I promise." The guard said, "No, apologies. I can't break the law." I don't know if it's a law, but yeah. Izuku said, "That's some bull crap right there." So Izuku said, "Fine. Well, if anything goes wrong, don't expect me to show up to come save the day. Some police worker you are." So he walks away. And when he walks away, he noticed there was a baby with them. There was a baby with a couple. They're raining on the island and stuff like that. He thought nothing about it. But then, when he looked at the baby woke up. And in his mind, he said, "Oh crap, something is about to go down." So he starts running, like, slowly. Like, freaking, like, jogging, but, like, how do I say this? He's like tiptoeing running, pretty much. So, yeah, I was looking at him saying, why he's like running like that? Kinda odd. What's he doing? He's trying to get himself killed or something? And then he looked back, see everybody looking at him. He suddenly goes to everybody saying, "That baby's awake. I'm not trying to be here when that monster shows up." So it's that there's a baby. Somebody brought a baby, and the baby started crying because that's what baby does. So everybody heard that, and they start scattering, start rushing onto boats and stuff, saying, "Get me out of here! I don't want to die," and stuff like that. Monsters, just like two monsters, shows out of nowhere because they were close by, and start killing people that has been that's not on the boat yet. There's like 5 boats. It's not on the boat yet, and freaking, let's see. All Might try to protect. Might fighting the one monster, but All Might pretty much he's pushing him back and stuff, but it's pretty much he's still doing nothing. Like if he can survive RPG, he's good. He's good, my guy. I'm telling you, he's good. So, but when let's say yeah, he's good. So almost finding I almost find the one of them, and Devil's find one of them, and the heroes are helping people on the boats, and suddenly the boat's off. 4 boats went off. The other boat was about to go off until one monster appeared out of nowhere, jumped on the boat, and killed everybody there, including the top 5 heroes. So I'm pretty sure there's Miracle, Hawks, yeah, Miracle. No, hold on. I think it was a Dragon Lady, Miracle, Hawks, um, and then one All Might left. So yeah. So they all left. They said, no, they didn't say nothing. They just keep finding find the monsters so they can help people not die. So after that boat got destroyed and pretty much nobody was left, they said, there's nobody else to protect. Better dip before we die. So they pretty much dipped. The dragon lady, 22 dragon, the other guy on her back. I think she can fly, maybe. I don't know. Just what if she can fly, but not only for like a couple hours. Yeah, so she flies away and helps them. So while that happening, Zuku was pretty much in the background watching from a tree, saying, "Oh, that was a failure. Well, at least I know there's a safe island, so if I find a boat, I can go over there, but there's a chance that the island has been overrun with the monsters, but it's worth a try." and Zuku left that wood, went on his way, and to find his this way on his way pretty much. So let's say time skip 5 months. Zuku found the abandoned freaking house, made a soundproof door. I said soundproof door. Made a soundproof room so you can talk, so you don't go insane. Because you don't need to go insane when you're alone or you pretty much just die. So that's a good thing he made one. And let's say he has a cat that he found that has a safe that is like a stable thing. It's a cat. For plot reasons. It's a cat that has a quirk that makes it makes no noise. So if it does anything, it makes no noise. That's the cat quirk. Plot reasons. Don't ask me how. Just plot reasons. Just saying that. But anyway, so Zuko found this kind of like a lab because there was experiment on it to see if they can make a quirk that they can give to people, but they couldn't do it anymore because they died. I'm just saying that. Anyway, so like that, him and the cat been living there. It's been pretty good life for them right now. No trouble, stuff like that. No food shortage. They've been pretty much living it up in this apocalypse. But it's not all friendly and stuff like that. There's sometimes they will have like fudge. Sometimes there's have some enemies that come around Zuko's house, like bad people, like villains that say pretty much, oh, like this apocalypse give us a chance to be who we really are and do stuff that we really want to do about any like heroes freaking freaking hitting us and pretty much controlling us and arresting us. So those are people that don't kill and kill people just for fun is pretty much villains. But let's be mad. So, but yeah. So Zuko was like, So yeah. So sometimes they have villains. I mean, some Zuko have villains to take care of. But they're easy to take care of. That's not hard. Because sometimes they'll usually they are just big villains. Not gonna lie, because these villains, I don't know how they be staying quiet, but they do be staying quiet. Not gonna lie. So let's say when Zuko came back from one, like explore one, to see if, what's around him and stuff like that, he discovers a. He discovers that nobody discovered yet when you have like electronics and you're close and the monster is close to you, the electronics goes crazy because the monsters mess with the magnetic field and stuff like that. It's like a superpower like a that quirk that they have, but it's really cool. Anyway, so he discovers that, and let's say the internet's still up, but it's at your risk of accidentally putting a video and getting yourself killed. But you don't talk about it. The same that happened to many people. They actually played a video on the internet and died. About 1 million people did it. They were taught themselves. Anyway, so Zuko on the internet posts a documentary about if you have electricity or if you have electronic and the monster gets close to you, it will go haywire because they have a special ability to make the magnetic field like I don't know something just go crazy pretty much. So he posted that on like a document like a website for the monster thing, and people be posting stuff that they do daily on there, and you gotta post everything that's true, or If you don't, you just get killed because let's let's say scientists are still in here and they have tests on. They have a monster in a cage that they test on. So Zuka posted that. Some scientists looked at that saying, "Hmm, that 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 maybe makes sense." So they tested it. They put let's say like an iPhone in the cell with it, and the iPhone just pretty much exploded. They said this guy was talking the truth, not gonna lie. So when they said I now, alright, so that's one thing we know about them now. That's cool. That's cool. So now we know electronics don't. Yeah, now we know they have like a superpower for electronics and stuff like that. So after Zuka posted that, he said goodnight to this kitty and fell asleep. He woke up about 4:50, 4:35 a.m. He said, "What the heck? Why did I wake up so early?" Yawning, and he hears a creak in his freaking house. He said, "What the heck is that?" He goes up. He gets out of his because he sleeps in his freaking you know uh what's it called soundproof room, so he doesn't make no noise and get killed. But when um when it goes, because it's like two stories, so when he goes up to see what the heck is going on, he sees about two monsters come to his room because let's say his cat accident no something fell off of like a drawer in his room on accident. I don't know. It is fell off a drawer. No, let me rephrase that. There was a bucket of water and there was like a leaking in his roof. So he put like a bucket under it. The bucket got too full and tipped over. So that's how. Should explain that more goodly. Anyway, that's how. So Duke said, "Crap! I forgot to replenish that bucket." He grabs he grabs he grabs an empty bottle and throws it outside. One of the monsters went to go see what it is, pretty much. Went to go just slash at it, and you kill nothing. Supposed to kill nothing. Not gonna kill. I'm gonna stop talking now. Wait a minute. Tired. So let's say the other monster went to go in the kitchen to go where the bucket of water is and stuff like that. Izuku grabbed his pistol. Well, he has guns, so he grabbed his like pistol. Mm, no, he has an extra gun, so he's trying to trap outside his house. Well, he has a gun outside his house, but he can press the button and he can fire off at command. It's like 100 feet from his house. So he says, "Well, should use this then." He pushed the button. I'm on like a 50-mile away. Nah, remember what I'm talking about. A gunshot goes off in the air, and when the gunshot goes off, the creatures looked up and started running towards it. He pretty much almost broke Izuku's door, but didn't. He broke through Izuku's house, so he went back to the same hole and went to the gunshot. Izuku said, "That was close. Next time I will fill this bucket and fix that leak." So he said, "Well, now I have a hole in my house. Well, I could do this." He puts like a he found like a random the next day he found like a random bed on the sidewalk. He puts it over the hole and say, "Well, that will keep out stuff for now," and just tapes the thing to the wall. So Let's see. He was out exploring, and there was like a Trader's, not even a Trader's market. There was a shop where, oh yeah, you're wondering why people don't use to cook, to freeze them and stuff. That doesn't work on them because let's say I don't know why, but the skin is cook proof. The stronger than pretty much cooks, except for like All Might. And yeah, except for like All Might. All Might can push them around, but he can't really kill them without getting under the skin. So But anyway, let's clear it up. So Zuko was walking down the street, clearing, exploring again, and sees somebody levitating a can, practicing the quirk, but very cloudly. And he's like, think nothing about it. He walks past him. He sees somebody's training with the quirk, fire, shooting in the air, but very cloudy. He thinks nothing about it. Walk past him. And then he sees somebody training with a wall quirk. And he's like, that's quick. Thinks nothing about it and walks past him. Hour goes by. He walks back to St. Bay. Sees three dead bodies. He expected that. It's just stupid to train your cook in apocalypse. Like, if you don't have a really strong cook, why are you training at all? You're just gonna die if you make a noise or an accident. Stupid. So he writes that down in the journal, pretty much saying, it's a journal that if he dies, hopefully someone finds his dead body, takes a journal and reads it or something like that. Him saying, if you train your quirk during the apocalypse, then you are stupid. But yeah, just walking back, he went to the grocery store. That's like empty, but he took all the cat food because nobody has a cat that makes no noise. So took all the cat food and get out of there. And when he gets out of there, he steps on the bottle and it breaks. He looks down. He said, "Crap!" in his hide. He backs up slowly, and the monster comes running down, slashing down on the ground, and then walks away. He said, "That was a close one." He stopped backing up, but apparently he could have held himself back from backing up one more time and knocked down a shelf of nothingness, a shelf of potato chips, and the crinkle and just pops that attracted 20 creatures. They all come rushing into the building, acting like it's Black Friday, and breaking everything that makes sound. Zuko said, "Crap!" He has like under the cashier desk, and he sees about 5 of them run past him, and he says, I want to stay here for a couple hours." So he stays there for a couple hours. He wakes up saying, "Oh, it's already been a couple hours. Well, she's not gone yet." He gets up. He sees nothing. So there in his mind saying, "I guess they're gone." He turns around and sees the creature right in front of him. Just walking around, like just chilling. He said, "Crap." In his mind, he picked up his bag very slowly and started walking sideways out to the door. As soon as he was about to go out the door until he sees another one pops out of nowhere in front of the door. He says double crap in his mind. He backs away from the door. Then let me make sure I got this right. He knocks over something. He looks back and said, "Oh crap." He looks in front of him, sees two monsters launch at him with claws up. And you think, this is the end for Zuko. You don't do one part, you got this wrong. Because where Zuko was making his house, he learned how to break ankles. So when they launched at him, Zuko took out a baseball bat and did nothing with it. He blocked. He didn't even block it. It went. Let's say, for China spaces, he ducked and threw the baseball bat up, and they slashed at the baseball bat, thinking, "Ah, we got him. They got something at least." And then Zuko dashed for the door, close it, and then just keep running. So the monster's following him, but the monster's rushing with the shoulder to get him first and stuff like that. He sees, let's say, this a person rummaging to trash quietly, trying to find food, and this guy said, and he says, "Watch out, heads up." The guy said, "Huh?" He took one past him, and the guy said, "Hey, you, hey, get back here! Why you have those monsters on you?" And he dead. He's dead. He got mollywopped. He got freaking game beaten, my guy. Like, oh my god. If you've seen it, I'm just gonna explain what happened to the guy. The monsters went up him and not even killed the living crap out that guy. One monster just start just guarding at his guts. The other monster cuts off his legs and then steps on his head. No, steps on his chest, going right through it. He's screaming. Essentially, one more monster that comes in and scratches him deep stabs him in the heart on accident and steps on his head. This guy went to torture in like 10 seconds. He went to like the ultimate torture in like 10 seconds. Feel bad for that guy. I really do. But rather keep continuing on the story. Anyway, so Izuku came up to his house, opened it, walked the door, very quietly, said, "That was unexpected." He said that in this room that soundproof room. Said that was unexpected. But at least I got everything I need for this week. He checks everything. Everything is good until he sees. No, not until he sees. Until he sees this cat had babies. He said, "Oh, cute. Like I has 5 kittens." But he realized these babies didn't have sound cords because they realized that quote, because he saw if a dog, I said dog, if an animal has a quote, they have a specific marking on the left cheek. These didn't, so he said, "Oh, that sucks." Let's say one of them only had one. He said, "Only keep one of them, but the rest, you gotta go. I'm sorry." He picks up 4 of them. He opens the door, walks out, puts them on the ground, walks back in, and closes the door, walks in. And the next 1 hour, he heals the monster, and now he hears the monster run away from this house. He's saying, "I'm sorry." Let's give the cat name. Freaking um, I don't know. Freaking Charizard. The cat name is Charizard. No, the cat's name is Snowball. So I'm sorry, Snowball. I had to. Can't be having sound in here. You know how it is. You're probably thinking, well, you could just get the cat in the soundproof room and, be good with it. No. No, you couldn't. It would constantly make sound. Because the soundproof room is a soundproof room. It's not an ultimate soundproof room where if you do anything, you want to hear outside. You either would talk and maybe kind of yell, like a really low yell. But that's it. If you break something or do anything, you're done for, kid. You're done for. So you had to. Alright. So he's sad about it. And the cat sad and Snowball sad about it, but he said, well, at least we can keep one baby, give some milk and some cat food, and doze off to sleep. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy this one. If anybody wants to do this what if, don't worry. You have my permission. I mean, you could do it anyways. I don't care. But just know I'm the original, and I won't put that in the title because I'm selfish like that. So, see you guys in the next one.